Evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Mazezoke's Hangout today, Friday Hangout. We say welcome and go get your drink. It's going to be an interesting conversation today. On my Hangout today is going to be an interesting conversation. Now, for many of you who are not on my or rather on our mailing lists or on our WhatsApp or on our Instagram, where we shared the meeting that was supposed to be held this evening on the Enugu International Airport. Sadly, that meeting is now moved to Tuesday, the same time, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. The inconvenience is mostly regretted. It's not our intention to, but our guest was engaged in something that is beyond our controls. If it's something that we could, obviously, I would have, done my best to ensure that that conversation goes on. And something happens as well. It's it's uh, it's it's been a very interesting week. My conversation with Charlie Boy, area father, that was supposed to happen on Monday, also is now hereby moved to Wednesday, 6 p.m. Nigerian UK time. So, but that's at that we are still good. Next week is still going to be loaded. Today, we are going to look at something beyond what we did yesterday. So if you don't know the background of what I'm going to be talking about, you might as well, after this conversation, go and check out my video yesterday. You will see that. And again, this is how this month or this year is almost running like a car without brake. I cannot believe that in tomorrow will be the last day in July. That means for many of you who are working, we are expecting our tithe today. This is the 30th. That is the payday. The day they pay. So we're going to spend money like there is no tomorrow today. Um, so, when I look at it, next month is that travel month. Many of us will begin to, move down to the village and spend some time with Ndichie, as it will be for the New Year festivals and every other celebrations that do happen within this time. Having said that, let us quickly crack on. But before we do, as usual, I would want to know where you're watching me from. My conversation, my hangout today, this is once more. My name is Mazezok, and this is once more Ginger Media TV. The hangout this evening is going to center around FBI arrives Nigeria for Abba Kyari's extradition. Wow, this is now called FBI rendition, since it's about rendition, extraordinary rendition. This is now FBI rendition. So we are going to open the telephone line after a while to have your say, because many people have been arguing that it was a setup by the Americans, and some in some forums have argued that it is a way to stop the shine and stop fighting criminality in Nigeria by AKA quote unquote super corp. Now, the question is someone actually said there is nothing smart about um, Abba Kyari, that actually any idiot could actually do that same job that he's doing in a sane society. Some have actually argued that if it were to be a serious people, by now he should have first of all stepped down before any further question whether he's guilty or not guilty. Once such allegation comes, you need to step down. Now, there is another argument also, which is that for the fact that he got that ride in Dubai, that he did not deny that you fly into a place and someone gives you the whole ride, and yet you're supposed to be a law enforcement officer, and that person is a person of interest, a person who inadvertently also has some a person of questionable character, that is enough the moment he comes back to Nigeria to have actually suspended him and investigated that. But hey, Nigeria is not a place that such things that many of you in the diaspora will be thinking this should have happened, this should have happened. If it was in New York, oh, we would have taken him down. If it was here, we would have done this. If it was there, we would have done the other one. But hey, this is Nigeria, where law means absolute jackal. This is Nigeria, where EFCC, that is meant to investigate economic and financial commission, isn't it? That's meant to investigate economic and financial crime. FBI contacted EFCC, and EFCC had the following to say. EFCC actually denied that it is not within their jurisdiction to get involved. According to Sahara Reporters, it says, we have been contacted by the FBI to arrest Abba Kyari, but it is police matter. Official EFCC source says, as police keep police keep mute over this development. Then you ask yourself, if by the name of it, EFCC is the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, and their job ought and should be within this economic crime and financial crime. Rather, this same EFCC will be more interested in looking at the laptop of people, they call them Yahoo Yahoo. They will be more interested in people going to club. Now, tell me, what is financial crime in about going to club to dance? Is their job? Is the job of EFCC dancing? Commission for arresting of dancers, or commission for arresting of barbecuers, or commission for the arrest of club visitors? It is an absurd society. Suddenly, the reason why EFCC is formed and EFCC exists has arisen, and he has done a war. EFCC has run away through the back door. EFCC is now doing as if they do not understand what is happening. People, even the Super Cop as well was seen, in one of the videos that someone sent me today. He was seen clubbing it. He likes it. Story has it that he's building a multi-million naira project in his place. Question is, what is the salary of a deputy commissioner of police? What is the salary of a super cop? What is the salary and what is the earning? What, again, for clarity here, I am not saying that he is guilty, but I'm only saying that if we begin the application of common sense, we might begin to see that there might be more there than meets the eye. Once more, my name is Mazezok. If you're joining me for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this platform, share and like this video, and the fun is about to begin. Go grab your tea, coffee, palm wine, vice beer, whatever it is, malt, whatever, everything drinkable. Here is mine. Let me have a sip. Oh, there. This is FBI. Okay, serious. Now let's get back to this. You see, I showed us yesterday based on these documentations, and there was this discussion as well today from Arise TV. And the following conversation took place on Arise TV today. He says, Maz, you can't get me on YouTube. Why? What happened? Why not on YouTube? Oh, sorry. Thank you. I think I'm streaming on my personal channel on YouTube. Maz says, okay, but hold on, let's bring in Ginger Media then. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I wasn't aware. I think there's, the back office probably set this wrong. Okay, so let's go back now. We are now back and on YouTube. We're streaming on Maz's a personal channel, but now we are back on YouTube. And as I can see, a couple of people watching already on my personal channel, but now we are back on Ginger Media. Okay, sorry about that. I'll let them know to be very careful next time when they set up these meetings or these streams for me, that they do the right thing. Thank you once more. So now, again, on various platforms, obviously, it doesn't matter where you're watching me from. All your conversations, everything is coming into one. They are being fused into one. I can read all your comments while this is ongoing. Now, what we are discussing this evening is, like I said before, fella will say, overtake it, don't overtake, yeah, overtake it, overtake it, overtake. Overtake it, overtake it, overtake, yeah, overtake it, overtake it, overtake. Overtake has overtaken overtake. That is what is happening, people. FBI is here. What we are going to have is extraordinary rendition. The hunter has become the hunted. The hunter has become the hunted. Of course, there were, denials. There were denials that, obviously these things were lies, that these things were not true. But as it is today, it appears that's not the case. As it is today, it appears, from all the documentation, because as of yesterday, I said I could not confirm because I do not have that documentation and I do not have that details as to warrant of arrest. But as it is today, yes, there is a warrant of arrest, and they have actually met the EFCC, the FBI have actually met the Inspector General of Police. Can you believe that? FBI officials arrived in Nigeria for Abba Kyari extradition. Agents of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, have arrived in Nigeria and have met with Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba Alkali, for the extradition of the commander of the IGP Rapid Response Team, Abba Kyari. Kyari, as you all know, as I said yesterday, in this report was indicted in a fraud case involving Ramon Abbas. Ramon Abbas in this case is Hush Popi, who recently pled guilty. He said, they showed me all the evidence of what I stole. True, na me duamo. If I deny, they fit hammer me 50 years. But if I say truth and begin to name unnameables, everyone involved that was involved for that wire fraud and money laundering in the United States of America, if he does that, he was going to get, that's what is called plea bargain. He was going to get a lesser sentence, maybe for about 20 years. Now, in a report that we published earlier today, it was quoted that a top source says 4 FBI agents met with IGP, Inspector General of Police yesterday, being Thursday. See, that's why I said yesterday, I do not think that this man called Abba Kyari is that so intelligent. Was it? Maybe he didn't know that FBI was, he thought is maybe something manufactured in Oluwale, or that he was dealing with people in Owerri, or people in Aba, or people in Oyo, or Madugri. He didn't know that something that has taken months painstakingly cross-checked, double-checked, twice-checked, 3-checked, 4-checked, every checked, checkable. All the T's were crossed and all the I's were dotted before they made this public, because they know if they make a mess of it, they also might become the hunted. And in all this, when the news broke, I thought before you make any comment at that level, you should have read the document back, forth, line by line, marked it, know the point. But voila, what did he do? He went ahead to say, oh, it's those people, bad Bella. Is it because he bought clothes for somebody for 300,000? And is that why they are doing this, doing the other one? Yet, he forgot that in that report, Abba Kyari himself asked Hush Puppy. No, Hush Puppy asked Abba Kyari to send an account where they can pay money in order for them to obviously help. And what then happened? He sent a Zenith Bank account. Zenith Bank account. Now, what one should be expecting from Nigeria now is to say who was or who is the owner of that Zenith Bank account that was sent. Who? How much was transferred to that account? He said that the reason why he arrested Chibuzo, the guy who tried double-crossing Hush Puppy, he said that Chibuzo was threatening them, there was life threat. Yet, in these conversations, clearly in the audio, clearly transcribed, he clearly says that there was nothing of such. What happened was, he said, there was this customer business, and he told him. Now, a police investigator, a police person should know that these people were talking about crime and proceeds of crime, and he kept quiet. If he was an ordinary civilian, he could get away with it. But here you have someone, a man who should know the law, who should understand the law, and who should know the letters and the dictates of law, but he did not in any way, shape, or form do anything like, to kind of wiggle himself out. Now, but obviously, if you pay money, what manner of conversation would you be having with someone to mean to a point that you come to you come to a place like the bar, you now release a driver to you, not that you come in smart. What smart people do, because these are reimbursable expenditures. You take Uber like Mazezok, you should have. You take boat like Mazezok, you should have. You take taxi fire, right? Or you rent a car like I do. Any day you see Mazezok land in California, Tampa, anywhere, preferred partner, Avis, car rental. That's my partners. I have their card, swipe my card. That's it. You take a car, you drive yourself, for Christ's sake. But here, big manism. We are seeing where the whole thing. So, guys, we would get to a point now, we will ask you, because there is something here. The question will be, there are those who are saying that America is behind this, that America is planning this in order to rub it in on Nigeria. Do you agree? There are those who think, no, even these 4 FBI people that came, that they should go back with him immediately, with immediate alacrity. Question is, Do you think they should go back with him, or do you think America is trying to play a neo-colonialist on us, that they should say, or that they would want us the best, quote unquote, super cup we have, they want to take it away so that criminals will have a field day, criminals will run amok. Some people say, oh, he's in the one, that's why we have peace. He's been the one, he's there, he goes to Imo State and this, that. But there is this allegation that actually, since he was in Imo, that there are a lot of innocent souls that were lost. Obviously, I personally, I liked it when he busted that gang by Evans in Lagos State. You know, Evans the kidnapper, Evans the millionaire kidnapper, the one that only takes $1 million, not naira, dollars. And again, they kidnapped his brothers and he kidnapped his sisters. The one that tried it on GUO and they had exchange of fire, eventually some of us died. What a freaking nation. So before we go on, people, remember today again, that's the end of the month. Remember, this is a day we pay tithe. Our tithe, not 10%, but 5. So once more, if you haven't subscribed to this platform, please kindly do. My name is Mazes, okay, and this is Ngenje Media TV. Please, by all means, subscribe. Very simple. Click on that like button if you're on Facebook. Just like this page, share this page with others, invite others. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to this channel. Remember, and do not forget to click on the bell icon so that whenever I am online, just like now, you're going to be part of the conversation, because never you ever miss our Friday Hangout, because Friday Hangouts are the bomb. Before I came on YouTube, please, I had explained before, I had a program today by 7 o'clock that was supposed to be on the Enugu International Airport, or on the reopening of Enugu International Airport. And there were some unforeseen circumstances. There were some things that happened that was no longer possible today. That has been moved to Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Please join me on this platform Tuesday next week. That's been the 3rd. Now, and on the 4th, being Wednesday, I believe. Hold on, I believe 4th is Wednesday. Yes, 4th being Wednesday, 6 o'clock, I will be having a conversation with Charles Oputa, Charlie Boy. It's going to be a fantastic conversation, a hold no bear conversation. Before I go on, I had before now spoken to the lawyer to the IPOP group, and Barrister Ejiofor. He informed me that he has actually sued the DSS because in the last 9 days, DSS has not allowed him to see his client. Now, I do not, and I cannot confirm if anything fishy is going on, but it is of note, and it must concern everyone to note that, no one can explain why DSS is playing this hanky-panky game, why they cannot allow the legal team to meet their client. Having said that, we'll come back to the conversation this evening once more. I am still Mazes, okay? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Let me quickly bring in the Arise team, for their analysis today. That's going to give us more meat to the matter in order for us to also do our own bit here. The moment we finish, we'll play 1 or 2 videos for us to understand what is happening. Then we will begin to take your questions. We want to know that's what you are thinking. Whether you think they should ship Abba Kyari to America, or they should keep him here, and Nigeria must assert their authority to say he's going nowhere. You be the judge. Again, this is a platform where everyone would normally have their say. When we get to the point of people calling in, please do not be a telephone line hogger. Make your point, very quick and direct to allow others to come in. So let's listen to Arai's team here.
Hello, Kachi. Let the cruise begin.
Good morning, Dr. Bati. Hello, Adesuwa. Hello, Rufai.
Catch the fire.
Yes, catching the fire from the FCT. Let's begin. Reactions continue to trail the indictment of Nigeria's super cop and Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, in the Hush Puppy internet fraud case. Now, this is coming after the U.S. court issued a warrant of arrest for Abba Kyari over his role in a series of fraud committed by the notorious internet fraudster Ramon Abbas, a.k.a. Hush Puppy. Well, Abba Kyari was indicted of receiving bribes from Mr. Abbas to arrest a member of the syndicate in Nigeria. Now, a person who apparently would have jeopardized that deal if he hadn't been arrested. Now, although Abba Kyari has denied receiving any form of bribe from Hush Puppy and only...
Oga, is not, you see, maybe he thinks Nigerians all drink kunu or they have origin brain. Here, it's something that is clearly written in black and white that money was paid. He himself provided a Zenith bank account, but he's denying it. Did he think that that FBI probably do conduct their investigations as if the way they conduct in Nigeria, where they say, Oga, come here, write statement. You will be the one writing the statement, whether you're lettered or not. Not like this one, they just query you. Half of the statement is already written by the information they extract. Even if you delete this information from your phone, there are softwares, when they plug it in and run it on your phone, all those maga email you deleted 2 years ago would all come back and all be swimming and all be saying, here am I. You know that time that you are in a big trouble. But here is the super cop denying that no money was. I'm not saying he took money, but there are evidence that he provided a Zenith bank account. I was looking for the Zenith bank account number. At least I type it in and see if I can find out who.
Recommending a tailor, for Hush Puppy and paying the tailor only 300,000 naira. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered an internal review of the allegations against Abba Kyari.
Now, you see, what they have said is good because now you're giving everyone now says, yeah, innocent until proven guilty. Fine and good, innocent until proven guilty. But after this, can we extend to every Nigerian that right of innocent until proven guilty? Can we extend to every Nigerian that right of not being shot because you do not agree on some of the things happening in the country? Can we extend to every Nigerian that right of staying alive and having your say without anyone shooting you or arresting you in a manner that is not right, without court order and the legal processes? Can we extend that right to people everywhere? Is that too much to ask for people? Am I asking for too much? Am I asking for too much? That right that we are giving to him now, that the IGP is trying to quote and due process that is going to be taken, can they also extend that right to every single Nigerian, irrespective of your tribe, state, religion, sex, or anything? Can that right be extended to everyone else?
Now, the recent revelation has set social media abuzz. Let's take a look at some of those reactions to this situation. Now, one tweet from O Aromaye on Instagram said, LOL, that's laughing out loud. His opinion on this is a decent law-abiding and regulatory country with fairness would at least suspend him. The fact that he even acknowledged a Taylor transaction alone should lead to suspicion while conducting investigations. This is what he had to say amongst the plethora of other reactions to this incident, especially when you look at the situation, surrounding the case and why he was, considered a serious risk defendant. The fact that there was a man who was arrested, and not only was this man arrested, but according to the court documents, a phrase that read, this, the Abba Kyari, that is, will not allow this man who goes by the name Kenny Chibuzo Vincent, will not allow his girlfriend pay to get him out of prison as they would have allowed in a normal arrest. So that also has raised a lot of questions. What is a normal arrest? And if you really say that is not a normal arrest, then what was that exactly? So there's so many questions that have trailed this reaction, lots of negatives in terms of the fact that why is this still just, a conversation? Why is this still being investigated? Why hasn't anything more been done? And then there's some positives with people like Femi Fani-Kayode saying that this is just an attack against the reputation, of.
Now, you see, when I read this statement from Femi Fani-Kayode yesterday, I felt so disappointed. I'm not saying crucify, but in this moment in time, because when Femi probably put up that statement, these things were a little bit sketchy. Maybe. Now, listen, I'm not saying that FBI does not make mistakes, but if you people understand how these things work, that they take their time. This is not like Nigeria. We normally say it, I no follow na 10,000 naira. We say it as a joke, but this is actually the real thing. That in Nigeria, I'm not part of it, has his own price. I'm not part of it, but I saw it, has its own price. I am part of it, but I didn't do it, has its own price. But here, they take the pain, even if that voice note was in a certain language. I know while I was, many years ago, while I studied in Germany, I know when some certain Bundespolice had contacted me, and I had to transcribe from Igbo coded languages to English. These are things intercepted. They will go from, the way it's like somebody coming from Sokoto, you come to Oyo, they just do it in a way that there is never a time you can have an idea. So police is in Sokoto, they make sure that whoever's going to transcribe in Oyo or in Akwa, they will move so far, get it to that you sign non-disclosure agreement, blah, blah, blah. As a student, that was good money there. So they will give you these informations, you work on these information, these things will be transcribed. You don't know what you're transcribing at that point. Okay, so you transcribe it, it moves on. Sometimes they even get down that you probably wouldn't, kind of piece the whole piece together. These guys are smart the way they do it. As there are people like old people, when they come, because they don't speak German, they will call you. You see an old Igbo woman or man in a hospital bed. Everybody's looking. The son or daughter does not speak, understandable local language. So in this case, what they do, because the reason why they do that is because these are scientific communications. They need someone who would understand the language to that level. And they take all these pains to transcribe it. Sometimes after transcribing, they would pass to another person to vet. The person who transcribed it does not know who's going to vet it. And after all this, they will publish it. When I read FKK made that comment, I said, wow. What are you defending here? I don't want to get into the details of that, but you see, when they say, there is a way we say it in our local parlance, when we crack or when you talk about when you do some when you say a proverb with old bones, when you say some proverb with old bones, some people will feel uncomfortable, but you're not talking to anyone. So at this point, you don't know what is actually, or you don't know the reason why he took that stand that he took. But hey, every person must not take the same stand. Hence, here we get to a point. We also hear from you what you think about that conversation.
Abba Kyari.
A lot has been said about this, even on the show today. But Kachi, for those who regard the Nigeria police force as a corrupt institution, this is certainly not coming as a surprise to them. In 2019, SERAP, in its anti-corruption survey in the country, found out that the Nigeria police force was the most corrupt government institution in the country, followed by the judiciary. So while it may not come as a surprise to many, perhaps it comes as a disappointment that one of the country's most decorated cop, super cop, and I've heard that phrase used a lot in the last 24 hours, is in this situation. Again, we have said time and time again in the course of this program today, innocent until proven guilty, but it just looks so messy, Kachi, very messy.
Innocent as until proven guilty. Exactly what I said before. Innocent until proven guilty only works for certain people. Innocent until proven guilty. There were people caught in Enugu, you're in Lagos, in Lekki. They were given that opportunity of their innocence. No one listened to them. No, they were already convicted by mere looking at them. Oh yeah, I know you. You are a protester. You are the one that did this. That's it. There is no court, no innocent. No one granted you no right. They just looked at you. I gauge you're already guilty. But here we are talking about innocent until proven guilty. What is good for the goat must also be good for Atoro. Listen, maybe let this be a wake-up call. Everyone on this earth has a right. Yes, Abba Kyari has a right to have his defense. So do you and I. These people should stop jumping fence to go into people's houses at night like criminals. It's time they stop it. Those people, they go into their houses, they also have rights. FBI did not come to Nigeria illegal. 4 of them came in. They went into they went in to see the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They did not jump out with parachute trying to land in Abuja to kidnap Abba Kyari. Not that if they wanted to, that they couldn't. But that is not the way things are done. Here we are now talking innocent until proven guilty. What is good for the goats is also good for the ganja. Let the right thing at all times be done. That's all. Nigerians actually don't demand too much. That's all. Just the basic things.
I must say. And I think that every step that the government takes surrounding this issue will be looked at keenly, especially by critics who say the administration's corruption fight has been nothing but hot air. So fingers crossed on how this plays out.
I mean, the big question for me, Kachi, is who watches the watchman? That's the big question we should answer in this country. And I say that because before the House of Representatives of a country can come together to award somebody and give him a standing ovation, who watches the watchman? This man is a celebrated super cop in this country. We can't move away. Or if you want to be funny, celebrated Surah the Tailor or Abba Kutu, or better than any Savo Roll Tailor if you want to be funny. But this is not a laughing matter. It is a critical matter because generations yet unborn are being swayed by the level of fraud and corruption in this country. If you read the court depositions, Kachi, 69 pages of those documents, you'll be shocked. They are hard facts on ground, including telephone numbers and exchanges and WhatsApp messages, TikTok messages, and the bank transaction details.
Again, we showed it here yesterday, and I can actually show us later again to see all these things to refresh our memories. These things are not hearsay. These things, we on this platform engage on these facts because we know the implication of engaging in falsehood. So these things are hard facts. Now, people, we are over 1,500 people watching. Only 135 people liked this stream. What's happening? Come on. It's Friday. Calm down. Ease. Even if you're in Asia, Southeast Asia, some of you have your morning now. It's Saturday. It's weekend. Relax. Calm down. Hit the like button. On Facebook, make it turn blue. Here on YouTube, just go away from the comment section, hit the like button, and come back. Please, let's just make it happen. Let the algorithm share this stream, bring others in. Let us make it happen. Just like it, pay your tithe. It's end of the tithe. Remember, today has not finished. Remember, there is a prophecy. We are waiting. 3 hours to go. Make we see whether the prophecy will work. Whether the prophecy will liberate all of us. I will go drink it.
A lot of people forget that all of this came out after Hush Puppy did a plea bargain. And he's going to get some time in jail. And because of that, part of his plea bargain is to tell the truth. And that's why they can open these cases against him. So when somebody's saying they're trying to dent somebody's reputation, you wonder, what is the reputation in the first place? 3 things I would like to point out there. Interaction. Even when the girlfriend said, let me try to bail him, there was an exchange between Abbas and Kyari that says they will not understand that this is not a normal case. There was even an exchange that Abbas, that's Hush Puppy, did tell the girlfriend of Vincent that he's going to transfer 100,000 naira to aid the facilitation of the release of Vincent. And while he went at the back,
I beg, if your tithe carry thunder, I beg, throw him, waiting. Man no go die.
To say they will keep him there.
Abba Kyari,
what is it more that we need to know? There was also a time that it was said that Kyari went to Dubai and Hush Puppy sent a driver to him. Another lesson I picked up from that exchange was the case of Fashola, Rukayat Fashola. When a certain amount of money was sent to her, she used the word, let me clean up the money. And this is what a lot of these fraudsters do. They clean up the money by investing the money in legitimate businesses. What are the quick targets? Clubs. So when you see clubs and you see the likes and all of that, these are ways to clean up money. They will clean up money in the real estate sector. These are things we should track. So it goes back to that narrative of what society do we want to leave for the generation yet unborn. When we talk of people spraying money and doing all sorts in society, extravagance of wealth, and we call them to order, people say our mouth definitely stinks so bad. Yes, our mouth might stink, but our mouth can stink if we don't want society to stink. Because as it is today, society is stinking and reeking of corruption and illicit money.
It's a whole mess. And I like the fact that you brought on the fact that society reeks of corruption at the moment. We have a video much later on that would highlight that fact. But for now, let's head out to a quick break. We'll be right back with some more What's Trending on the Morning.
So now, I like what Rafai said. Obviously, without being biased here, my favorite person, he says it the way I look at things. We have this similar worldview. And when you look at it, the whole point is, I've said it at the beginning, I can't repeat that enough, that someone at that level goes into a country, goes into Dubai, and someone whom his source of income and wealth is not known says, I'm going to give you a chauffeur, and you accept the chauffeur and take. You don't know him, and even a police officer, you're calling him bros, boss, bros. Come on, the whole language going back and forth. It's, it leaves sore taste in the mouth. It leaves, it left a lot to be desired. A lot to be desired.
Very quickly, I mean, I've spoken about twice on the same topic this morning, but just to add a few more things. You asked the question, Rufai, quid ipsos custodiet custodies, who watches the watchdog? And I think that, the indication of this particular case, which is an embarrassment, a complete embarrassment to Nigeria, to the Nigerian police, and to, the institutions involved here in Nigeria. It should be a wake-up call. And in this regard, particularly for the police, to do a lot more in terms of introspection. What system does the Nigerian police, what system does it have in place? What oversight system does it have in place? Such that it will not be possible for privileged, well-positioned police officers to abuse the system in the manner in which it has been indicated. Don't forget that it is not just, Abba Kyari, the Deputy Commissioner of Police, that has been, fingered in this matter. Consistently, in the report by the FBI, there is reference to my team.
I've said this at the beginning, and who are these team members? In the document, if you go back again, it keeps referencing my team. And I asked, who are these team members? There was an account that was provided where Hush Puppy paid in this money, a Zenith Bank account number. I asked again, who owns that account? Yes, innocent until proven guilty. People will leave Lagos going down to Benin or going down to the east, and they will come to Benin bypass. They will be held, their phones looked into. Some who are married to Europeans have, quote unquote, mixed children. They will be arrested, and money is collected, and their money is transferred to a different account. Is it now that we are crying? Haven't I said it enough on this platform where these things have been happening and there was nothing, no justice? The police has been doing it, that they arrest people, they even take their money by force at gunpoint, and these things go to people's accounts, yet there is no justice. He that comes to equity must come with a clean hand. If the turning point for the Nigerian police force to be good, let it be now. The people are hurting, the people, we are also human. We also have rights, and our rights should be respected. That's what makes us human. Innocent until proven guilty. Let their innocence as well, every person's, let them. A friend of mine, after spending Christmas, went back to Nnewi just because of something published online, which was factual, actually, in actual sense of faith. But because the IG of police, the former transmission didn't like it, what happened? His house was boggled in the day in around 3 o'clock. Why would you be going to people's house at that point? Innocent until proven guilty. You went in and you arrest people in that way, you move away. Innocent until proven guilty. We also know what happened in Orifite, and we saw the CCTVs, how you invaded an innocent man's house and how a PA was shot dead in Orifite, taken into a Camry and left. A couple of kilometers afterwards, that car was burnt. Dead body in that car burnt. Where is the innocent until proven guilty? Which court judged the individual that you shot in that house without arm? He did not fight you. Innocent until proven guilty does not appeal, and it does not mean anything to the poor, to the downtrodden. It must be for certain class of humans. All humans are equal, yet some are more equal than the others. Innocent until proven guilty, my foot.
Who are these members of his team? And I think that, now that the Inspector General of Police has set up a committee to look into the matter, other members of that team have to be called out. They may not have been identified directly by the FBI, but the Nigerian police and the Nigerian government also has a responsibility to investigate this allegation of abuse of office. Who is that particular police officer who acted as the front into whose account was paid? Such a person should be identified. And what role did other members of the team play? And is it possible that there are other hush puppies and what's the alternative to puppy or whatever?
Woodbury?
Whatever. That there are other hush puppies, who are controlling senior officers within the police. That's the first point. The second point is that people often make the, ethnic points when you have this issue of corruption or, gender arguments. But in this particular case, it will not appear applicable. If you look at the document from the FBI that was filed in the Central District Court in California, look at the name. Ramon Onwa Abbas, that's a Yoruba name. Abdurrahman Manjuma, okay, that sounds like a name from the northern part of the country. Then Vincent Eli Chibuzo is probably from the southeastern part of the country. Then Abba Kyari is from Borno State. There is Rukayat Mutunrayo Fashola, that's a Yoruba name. There is Bola Chitotawa Kalitu Agbabiaka. So you see that even in this conspiracy to commit fraud, there is national character. There's some kind of diversity. Well, at this one I may say there's nobody from Edo Kingdom there. But, we're dealing with a very serious problem that cuts across all regions, all parts of Nigeria.
I think the word we were looking for was hush kitten.
Okay, I think I'll leave the point.
I like how we're starting to, create alterations of this.
Go ahead.
It's not.
Do we have another story?
I think without being biased to any ethnicity, the next story I think you will all find very, very interesting. Now, about a week or two ago, we spoke about the situation that happened in Oba, Anambra State, where we saw Obi Kubana, in a very lavish funeral ceremony, celebrating the life of his mother who's passed away. Well, now a video of a Nigerian federal lawmaker who goes by the name Honorable.
Okay, now we are jumping from fire to frying pan. Okay, if you think you've seen the hush puppy of a thing, suddenly we have this video of a Nigerian lawmaker who, instead of giving people money, what he did, he just basically threw money at people. Money, just threw the money at people. And you're like, what a freaking hell. I mean, you are an elected person. Maybe these were their constituency. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's what I said. Maybe, please underline that word. Maybe these were their money.
This Naira plunking, abuse of the Naira will appear to be another, dead law in Nigeria. There are some laws that are dead because the text of a law is in its implementation. I'm not aware of anybody who has ever been arrested or punished for abusing the Naira. It's like the law on bigamy. When I drive in front of the marriage registry, sometimes some of the male faces look familiar. I would say, I thought I saw this kind of face, about a year ago, who came to marry. But the law on bigamy says you can't marry twice under the act. So there are some dead laws, and this is probably one of such examples. In this particular case, this is a politician. Both the politician and the people there, they are both guilty, because our politics has been heavily monetized. And we make the point all the time. The electorate have a responsibility to make sure that their votes count. If you go to a politician and you go and collect money, then when the politician gets there, he thinks that, just throwing the Naira to you is his own form of a constituency project. We need to discourage the monetization of the political process in Nigeria. The third point, of course, has to do with poverty. People are very poor. Unless you lift these 100 million people out of poverty, you still have, Nigerians going to stand in front of the residence of politicians to collect peanuts that will not serve their purpose, that will not help the system, and that will further discredit the political process in Nigeria.
Actually, I just hope that this is not constituency projects. This is not what we will hear is constituency projects. And what infuriates me in seeing that particular video is that the lawmaker was busy smiling. What was funny in this entire situation to him? And I totally agree with Dr. Abati. This servant, this slave master relationship that's currently been has to be reworked. The politicians are the servants. They're there to serve the people, not the other way around. Until people understand the power that they wield, we will continue to see despicable acts such as this. And this is a lawmaker who should know better.
For me, the people are poor because their politicians have made them poor. Because their politicians collect the constituency money or constituency project money, and they keep it in their homes. ICPC did a report 2 years ago about how people spend constituency funds. Nothing has been done about the report. I don't see why the CBN can't start by arresting this man and going from, he's a government official, he knows the law. I don't see why he can't be arrested for naira flunking. And the fact that politicians think they can constantly impoverish people and spray them money like they are animals, you can't keep treating human beings like animals in this country. In a country where over 100 million people can't afford to eat, we can't keep treating people like animals in this country. This is not charity. This is madness. This is dehumanization. Can politicians subject his own children to what has done? What kind of society amount us think to stink our country to strangers? We can deny them of their right, deny them of what is meant to them. Then you use their own taxpayers' money and government fund and spread, and you expect them to be picking the money on the ground like animals? What society is this?
Thank you very much, Kachi. We'll see you again.
Anyway, thank you very much to people. Now, again, we will, the question now will be, without further ado, let's just play this, and afterwards I'll throw up this question. What do you think should happen to Hush Puppy at this moment? I'll open the telephone line as well. We'll take some calls. Do you want, do you agree that he's innocent until proven guilty, that America, in line with the argument of Femi Fani-Kayode, that this is a setup, or that America is doing this in order to get back at Nigeria? Or do you think that he should go back with the FBI that just came into the country? Okay. Now, there is someone here downstairs. Yeah, people have asked, in Nigeria, as a normal thing, if you're not in line, if you're not really investigating something that sometimes you need to disguise, in order to go there, disguise yourself, people will know you're the person to extract information, to extract some intel. Question then will be, do you think that it was right for him at this point in time, like here you saw that he was dancing, do you think it was right for him to have engaged in such? And people also raised the issue of him being cited in Alba-On and all the rest. Again, the point again is there are overwhelming, when I say this, there are from the things we have read so far, there are overwhelming evidence. I think I have the first caller on the line this evening. So who am I speaking to? You're speaking to Ngenje Media TV. Where are you calling from?
Good evening. You're speaking to Charles.
Okay, Charles, who, please?
Yes. First of all, this will work as a detriment to those who think that they have the monopoly of power. They can wield their guns and shoot innocent people without giving them a right to defend themselves. You know, when Abba Kyari was, gallivanting and killing the youth of Biafran land, he thinks that the power cannot turn. So the table has turned. You need to go and face it. He committed a whole lot of atrocities. He killed innocent people, and he's being celebrated as if he's a demigod. And thank God that the institution that is dealing with him is not Nigeria. The people that are dealing with him is where law works, and that's where judiciary works.
So, in other words, you want them to take him to America?
Of course, he have to go there and face it. When he was flying Emirates and going to Dubai and living luxury, did he know that this day will cut up with him? Nemesis cooks for anybody. No matter how you think you can get away with it, there's Nemesis cooking somewhere. And when it triggers, you're gonna bear the consequences. Am I the one they're gonna take to America? No. I'm here working legitimately and also sending money back home for people who they are impoverishing to be able to see food to eat. And they use stray bullet and kill the ones they can kill and shoot the ones they can shoot direct. So each bullet they release either kills 3 people, two is the target, and 1 dies out of stray bullet. So now they should know that when you kill somebody who carrying a goat, when you carry goat, you will definitely die. I have no pity for Abba Kyari, especially Abba Kyari. When I saw him with Obi Kubana and Co., I fear for the businesses of Obi Kubana and Co. because this man is a vulture. I said it. This man is a vulture. So if he has access to Abbas and he dealt with Abbas, he's a corrupt man. And shame to all those people who gave him all that title, because he looks like this title, anybody comes out and take any title and being celebrated without even knowing the source of income. Nobody's probing anybody. Nobody's checkmating anybody. This man, rattles inside all our bushes and killing people with the utter impunity. And he's being celebrated in the same country.
Okay, thank you.
Is holding him. He's now going to hold him account.
Yeah, thank you very much for your call.
I have no pity for him. I have no mercy for him. He go there and face the wrath of his actions.
Thank you very much for your call. Thank you. So, obviously, the number is on the screen. That's +234 708 004 2206. Now, on the screen, you can see when you go to the U.S. Justice Department, and basically, you go back. If I go back now to see how I got here, see at the top here, you see justice.gov. If you go back to that justice and type in Kyari, see here, that's what we typed in. Then you can see what the report is. That report of 2 days ago that says 6 indicted in the international scheme to defraud Qatari school founder and then laundered over $1 million $1 million times 450 or 400 and however 500,000 500 to $1, you do the math, is big hell of money close to $500 million. Man, this is real money. This is real money. But again, so if you click on it here, you would go, it will quickly take you to that report, and that report is as follows. Now, and this is it. Like I said, that was on Wednesday, the 28th, that report came out. This is directly from the U.S. Justice Department. You know, if like in Nigeria, if we are serious, it would have been like Ministry of Justice from Nigeria. If you know, it's a place where things work. You can see here 6 indicted in the international scheme to defraud Qatari school founder and then launder over $1 million in illicit proceeds. The Nigerian national, known as Hush Puppy, admits money laundering in school financing and scam and additional cyber and business email compromises scheme that was in Los Angeles. Now it reads, a federal grand jury indicted on indictment unsealed this week an elaborate scheme to steal more than 1.1 million from business persons attempting to finance the construction of a school for children in Qatar and the subsequent laundering of illicit proceeds through bank accounts around the world. Now, if you search Control F and you do Kyari, you see where it concerns him, and this is very interesting here. It says, court document outlined dispute among members of the conspiracy, which allegedly prompted Vincent to contact the victim and claim that Abbas and Juma were engaged in fraud. You see, overtake was trying to overtake in this case. Vincent was trying to play a smart one on Juma and Abbas by double-crossing them. Now, here, according to the affidavit, Kyari is a highly decorated Nigerian deputy commissioner. Please, nobody should call me on video. That kind of, it's actually, you cannot be calling someone on video. That's inappropriate to do so. According to the affidavit, Abbas is highly decorated deputy commissioner of the Nigerian police force who is alleged to have arranged for Vincent to be arrested and jailed at Abbas' behests, and then sent Abbas photographs of Vincent after his arrest. Kyari also allegedly sent Abbas bank details for an account in which Abbas could deposit payment for Vincent's arrest and imprisonment. So, meaning Hush Puppy paid for Abba Kyari to arrest Vincent and detain him. So these things are out there in the open. Again, EFCC, now we are talking on that. How can I call? But you see, you're looking at the number. I don't know what's wrong with some of us. You can see on the number on the screen, and you're still asking for that number. Should I somehow magically send that number to your telephone? I don't know how else to honestly help. The number is there on the screen. That's once more +234 708 004 2206. That is the number. Now, we can go back to the document of yesterday. Okay, we have another caller on the line. We can go back to the document of yesterday. So, hello, who am I speaking to?
Yeah, you're speaking to Mr. White. Martin's okay. Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening. Yeah, Martin's okay. You know, this man is a devilish man. You understand me? You know, Nigeria celebrate criminal. Everything about Nigeria, we breed criminal, we celebrate criminal. You know, our children don't have future. You understand me? You know, this man have to go to prison. And most in the fed this game, 100%. And most in the fed this game, Ricklish. This man is evil. You know, all the thing that is happening in Borno State, all the killing, all the Boko Haram. This man have never one day fish up any Boko Haram. But they have the audacity to be going to east to kill innocent people. But in Boronu that it came from, they have not done any single investigation to know the root of Boko Haram that is ravaging the lives of people, the bandits and everything. But they have the audacity to be going to eastern to kill an easterner, to kill the Igbo. The Igbos have made an escape route. You understand? And Nigeria are there celebrating the idiot. You understand? So my own opinion is that that man should go to prison, 100%. And mostly defend this case. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for your good
No,
my brother.
thank you. Yeah. So obviously, more Nigerians are of the opinion that he should go with the FBI. Now, maybe some I can read from the comments. Some are suggesting that they don't mind even to contribute money. Some of you are wicked. Did America tell you don't have money? You're saying you want to contribute money. Yeah, hello, who am I speaking to? Where are you calling from? Okay.
Calling you, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
My own submission here is that FBI never do tumbon. Before they will come out and ask for person, they have the evidence. FBI is not Nigerian DSS. FBI is not Nigerian SARS. We know that this man is the bad egg in SARS in Lagos, which all of us know. And SARS has never cooked any good food. So whoever that is asking that this man is an innocent before you do, the person too is among what they are doing. Because SARS has never cooked any good food for us. SARS has killed innocent people, harvest their organ. And I've checked this man's record. This is his 21 years as a police. And he has worked in almost all the whole departments. And checking rank. And I went and checked those that came out in the same academy with him. And where he served and everything. I see those people, some of them are still superintendent of police. Some of them are still superintendent of police. But see where he is. I believe because of where he came from. So when we see corruption, we call it corrupt. Because if we didn't call the name the way it is, other people will eliminate it and start doing it. I'm surprised today, like person like Abati, women Abati, we'll be talking about corrupt politicians. These people will have their record. We are no longer, we are not idiots. We are not idiots. We have all these people their record. Let them know whatever they are doing, prosperity is counting on them. And we are counting on them. Time of reckoning is now, not before. Time of reckoning is now. We know all of them. They can move freely on the streets. Even though they came here and abroad, they can move freely. We know all of them. We know their record. That is what Abba Kyari, on that day, he will come to California in that court. I pray to be there. I will hold the evil that he has done. I hold my placard for him. That day in California. Welcome to California. We are waiting you on California. Good day, Mazes, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm congratulating my people. Congratulations.
No worries. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, hello. Who am I speaking to? Yeah, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
So,
What's your contribution? Make it quick.
My own analysis or my own contribution on this thing. You know, in our family, when you have a brother, then an outsider, you have a thief brother. Then an outsider come and tell you, and you know that that's your brother. Normally, this is how he steal thief. He's normally steal meat from the soup. He come and tell you this, that. So you just know in your heart, you know that this may be true. Because why I'm saying this is from all indication, the way they have FBI have narrated those stories, that is exactly how our police force works. You can bear me witness that even you now, if you're in Lagos now, I can come from Calabar and arrest you and take you to Calabar and detain you there with my money.
Yeah, but that
it has happened.
Yeah, of course, yes. But it's just that when it comes out,
that is what we need to stand against. And these things have been happening. We know it. Police have to, if they want to detain you, even for 2 years, nobody will talk. Even if you like, go get the best lawyer, they will not leave you. And this is what we, the society, we need to come out, and that is why you heard during the NSAS, so many people were angry. So many youths were so angry because even us, we have been dealt with. Everybody in this country have been dealt with in one way or the other. If you are a driver in Nigeria and you haven't met the brutality of policemen who are supposed to be men, you know that you are in fact you are the most luckiest person. Maybe probably you are working with police or you are going with an escort. So that is something that we need to stand against.
Thank you very much.
That they narrated there is the way these people operate. It's not about Abba Kyari or no. This is how our police force works.
Thank you.
Which is very, very bad. Like what you said, what is good for the goat is good for the atro. Now they are expecting them to follow the rule of law in arresting him, which they don't follow at all. Nobody has been. If somebody dies here now, they arrest everybody there, and they tell you, "Man, you are a criminal." Can you imagine? Last Christmas, we were coming from Olo, and the army stopped us along the way. That was Christmas. They said that my brothers, the 3 brothers that I am with, looks like criminals. Can you imagine?
Look. You see, that's what I call eye gauge. You know, they gauge you by the eyes. They can say whatever they want.
Say that these people, they look like criminals. I say, sir, sorry, sir, with due respect, these are my brothers. You can't say they look like criminals. These are their looks. So yeah, I don't think you have searched our car. You have searched us. So it is very wrong and he shunned me and tell me to remove my hands from my pocket. That do I know who I'm talking to? Do you want me to slap you here? Do you want me to? All those things we don't. If we want a sane society, we don't need those things.
Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your call. Let's take orders. So once more, before we go ahead and take more calls, I will say thank you to Obi Okeke for the super chat. And in that super chat, you made your comment. I am an Igbo American citizen and have no doubt they will successfully bring the Super Cup home to face our law. In this case, when you say your law, you mean the laws of America. Thank you once more for that super chat. That's your tithe. You have paid your more tithes. It's somebody here flashing or what? How can even in WhatsApp somebody is trying to flash? Hello, who am I speaking to? You're speaking to Mazel.
Yeah, I'm speaking to Fabian. I'm speaking to Fabian from Lagos. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm calling from Lagos. Yes. American FBI they are not like Nigerian police or they are not like Nigerian EFCC or whatever I call them. Before they would have left American to this place, they would have gotten all the facts they needed. So, Abba Kyari should go and face. Why is IG setting up? What is the panel is setting up to investigate?
Yeah, but normally on a normal good day, once such accusations happened, normally what should have happened is he should have been relieved of his duties, and in a normal country where people have brains, he would have stepped aside for the right for investigation. Wow. Have you forgotten that is Nigeria? You expect him to step aside? Nigeria is a place where people serve in public service with spaglio in their asses.
When they are being accused, when they are even found guilty, they will still retain them in the office. Can you see? So we should please go. Let him go and face the music. And I believe that the whole world is listening and looking at Nigeria. The whole world looking at the government of this country, the way they are doing the ethnic thing they are doing, the whole world is watching. Let him go and face it. Let him go and stand there and face his trial himself.
Okay.
The trial shouldn't be on the media. Let him go. It shouldn't be on social media. Let him go there. I know they're going to take him because there's nothing the cabals can do. Because I know by now the cabals will be running up and down. There's nothing they can do now. Let him go. I know they can't stop America from taking him. They should let him go and face the music. Let him go.
Okay, thank you very much for your call. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the good job they're doing.
Thank you. I think someone is asking, what about the Enugu International Airport? I think if you had joined me earlier, I did mention that there were some unforeseen circumstances that made us to shift the conversation scheduled for 7 p.m. today to 7 p.m. on Tuesday. So you have to be, we need to come back on the Enugu International Airport on Tuesday because of unforeseen circumstances that was rescheduled. Then join us on Wednesday, 6 p.m. with a conversation with Charlie Boy. That's Charles Oputa, area father. Hello, who am I speaking to? This is Njenje Media TV.
You are speaking with Ezuden in Russia.
Okay, Ezuden, how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Fine. So can you make your contribution very quick?
To my own opinion, our able Commissioner Taylor, being Abba Kyari, is now afraid of going to America. While he was sent to Dubai, they celebrated him in Dubai. I wonder why, and the reason why he's afraid of going to America, why he said that he's innocent. You understand? Nigeria is fraud. The whole offices in Nigeria are fraud. They kidnap Nandekan, our able and savior too, from Kenya. They tried to extradite Igboho from Benin Republic. Now, he will be tell he won't go America again. I wonder what you know. In this point now, in this matter now, I understand that the reason why some of the cabals are trying to protect him is this, because they knew that if him will be Abba Kyari, our able teller, went to America, Matago bust. You understand? So there's an age that said, every day for the thief, one day for the owner.
That's a very fine place to leave it. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you.
Thank you.
So people will be so every day for the thief and one day for the owner. That is an adage by the last caller. Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. So let's take another call here. Who am I speaking to?
Hello, it's okay. My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Texas.
Okay, go ahead. Make it very quick.
Okay, I just have two things to chip in. I was reading Abba Kyari's response on Facebook, and one thing that struck me is that the quality of police officers that we have. The defense he was trying to present on Facebook, instead he went over and he indicted himself with that defense. So if somebody of that quality of brain is almost an assistant commissioner of police, I wonder what those under him will be doing. That is one part. The second part is that, like you said, the Enugu International Airport, we will talk about it on Tuesday. But I've been trying to tweet at APs to see if there's any way they can put in 8 o'clock flights, daily flights, so that people that are coming from Europe will be able to ferry down to Enugu.
From which airport?
The hotels in Enugu, right?
From which airport?
Maybe from Lagos or Abuja. But the majority of the flights coming in from Europe, Lufthansa, KLM, British Airways, Turkish Airways, they come in around 5, 6. And people are forced to go and pay for hotel, pay for taxi. The next day you are doing the travel again.
What do you mean? 5, 6 in the morning or 5, 6 in the evening?
5, 6 in the evening. Both British Airways, Lufthansa, KLM, Turkish Airways.
Well, I don't know, but one can ask those questions, but I doubt it because by the time you come out of the airport, it's already 7 or sometimes these things will be when they have when they share codes with local airline that you can probably buy directly to your local destinations, and it becomes an issue where the local airline has to, however they have to do it, they need to carry you. But that's a conversation we can leave for Tuesday anyway.
Okay,
Now,
because I mean, I've flown from Abuja to Oracle by 9 p.m.
well, I don't think it's a scheduled flight. It might be a delayed flight.
It's a delayed flight.
Exactly. So
yeah.
it's a delayed flight. It doesn't matter. 9 they can fly, but I don't think no scheduled flight will fly by that time. Anyway.
But between Lagos and Abuja, you keep seeing flights till 9 p.m.
Well, it's a different route. When you have some certain busy route where planes can be, in my understanding, if a plane need to go with 120 people, you cannot. It wouldn't stay afloat if it goes only with 30, 40 people and return. Anyway,
I mean,
let's leave that conversation for another day. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you. Yeah, hello. Who am I speaking to?
Hello.
Hello, who am I speaking to?
Yeah, you media, right?
Yes, who am I speaking to?
Yeah, my name is Prince. I'm calling from UK.
Okay, go ahead. Make your contribution snappy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have been following your program. You analyze, you balance your story. That's good. And my point is this. You see, I've been arguing with some people that this Abba Kyari issue, and I can assure you, as I'm talking to you, Nigeria government led by Muhammadu Buhari will not allow FBI to take him away. Yes, because let me tell you, these people, they so believe in this Fulani agenda. You see all of that. You will not see. You will not hear anything from this son. What's it called? Malami, Abba Malami, to come and be ranting on the television about this issue. If this man is from southern part of Nigeria, by now I know the Minister of Justice, the Kidik, all of them could have flooded television everywhere. By now, that person could have been in America by now. As I'm talking to you, look at what they are doing to the Southerners. The Mazi Namikano of this world, Igbo of this world, because of asking for their rights. Look at what is going on. And our people from Southern, the who is who in Southern, all of them keep quiet. None of them has even they are even siding this Abba Kyari. Somebody like Fanny Kayode. Look at just listen to him. I am ashamed of these people. That Abba Kyari, go and listen. His record shows he has killed so many people in Southeast. He was posted to Southeast to go and do dirty job, to implicate people. You arrest this one, ESN, arrest this one, IPOP, without taking them to court. Kill people, innocent people. As I'm talking to you, go to Southeast, people are jubilating. If this man is a good man, you people will not be able to jubilate. So that is it. They said, monkey will go market, he will not return. That is what is going on now. And like I said, you see what will happen. Nobody. They will not allow FBI to take this guy away. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your call. Let's take the next caller. Caller, where are you calling from? Hello? Hello, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Ajude, calling from Republic of Togo.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
what's your contribution, please? Can we make it 1 minute each? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I will do that. My contribution is this. It is very simple.
FBI America doesn't work like Nigeria. And those disputing whatever they have read about, they are not helping the matter. The issue is that the man is an intelligent man, but he's involved in a grievous crime that brings disgrace to Nigeria as a nation. And so he should be taken to US to prove himself. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your contribution. It appears Abba Kyari has no friend here. Why is everybody wanting him to go down to America? So who am I speaking to? You are listening to yourself. I mean, before you call, you turn down any device you're using. You turn it down or you turn it off. So you're basically feeding back to yourself. Try again. Who am I speaking to? Okay. Go ahead.
I've been watching you. Because
no, go ahead. No, this is an international program. It has to be done in English. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Because what I'm trying to add is the way some of our people have been acting towards this Abba Kyari of 13. If it's an Eastern or let me say Biafran soldier who was involved in this, by now he could have been United States. Even the EFCC could have arrested him by themselves and taken to United States. Now Nigeria need to understand how the law works. Before the FBI will come and pick him up, they send the paper for Nigeria to approve it before they pick him up. But the way they pick up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a whole different type of law. So now, before we start discussing that, they need to focus to explain to us how they pick up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do they explain it to the world? Did they send the paper? Because if they send the paper to UK, they could have debate it before they can extradite him to Nigeria.
Okay.
So now we can see now that the law or what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about marginalization, we can see now that anything that happened to the Igbo side is a whole different law. That anything that happened to the north side is a whole different law. So we don't need to be debating about what is going on between us and the north, but we need to come together.
Yeah, but this is a case of criminal allegations, so it's not about north-south divide anyway. But thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much. So I think what I'm looking at the comment section, I'm actually laughing reading it. Some of you are making pledges at the comment section. I say today is a day you should be paying your tithe here for what we do, not making. Someone is pledging 1 million naira to contribute to Kyari's. What's it called? I think what's the name again? Let me bring it to the screen. That's Biafran Freedom says, I am adding 1 million. I'm adding 1 million. I don't want to see anything. Oh dear, you guys are acting funny. And so many people are giving 20,000, 50,000, 10,000. And Victoria Osai, thank you very much for the super chat. It says, Mazi, Abba Kyari going to jail in America is enjoyment. He will receive the best medal. Oh dear, some of you. Oh, the gate of heaven might be too tiny. We should be coming down now. He's not convicted already. I'm just trying to read this. He will receive the best medical care. They will only take away freedom of movement from him. Okay. So thank you very much once more, Victoria. Let me take the next caller here. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from? Hello, where are you calling from? Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from South Africa.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. And make it quick. If you can do 1 minute, that'll be fine.
I will. I've been listening to your program. I get it interesting to speak to you regarding this case of Abba Kyari. If you look at it, you will see that almost everyone is talking about the same thing. You see, Nigeria has a way, Nigeria and its government and police and whoever that works there, they always have this way of lying without even checking how they present their lives, you know. And it doesn't just make sense. If you can analyze it, you can catch whosoever is lying so quick. Someone will come to your house, say they arrested some people, and then they present gun to those people. How do you arrest people, take them to police station, force them to agree that what they did not do, that they do it? This case now that we're talking about shows that there are some people who have been sent to prison in Nigeria without them committing even a crime.
Sure.
You see, so I think if, just like you said, he's not yet convicted. But for me, thinking of it and seeing all that has been traded, I see that that guy is guilty.
Well,
he's guilty
until convicted
of course.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for your call.
Point.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hello. You are speaking to Mazi Ezoka.
Yeah, Mazi, I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, in respect of what we're discussing, I think Abba Kyari, if he have done something wrong, let the law follow him. When he come here in the United States, the justice is there. They will judge him.
He will. I mean, that's actually just like being accused of something. He will still have his lawyers. He will have his own defense team, actually.
Exactly. So if it is free, he will come out free. Then if he's guilty, then the justice will follow. Then in respect of that, a brother that just called that was talking about what they are doing to Mars and the kind of that. My brethren of the Igbo people, please, let us not be so passionate about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu committed atrocity against the Igbo nation. He committed, I don't know why people are so concerned. All those people he killed,
no, but these are you know, it's just like what we said at the beginning. When you talk about crimes or when somebody is accused of anything, you have your day in court. Therefore, in this case, why is the DSS not doing the right thing to produce him?
Let us pray that they will bring him out to face the law.
No, but no. It's not about praying, but why haven't they done it? Because that's, you know, if you ignore what his lawyers call the extraordinary rendition, but the question is, if due process, just like I said at the beginning, if due process is meant to have or meant to go for one person, then it should also go for another. It's not exactly so. It's not about selective, you know, because that's where we have these issues, you know, convoluted. Due process should not only, if someone is saying you are innocent until proven guilty, then everyone should be given the same. That's it. As we say in Igbo, it's just a natural justice of saying, if you are accused of this, then have your day in court and let it be transparent, like the Americans was going to give this person. If not, why would it be that Nigeria is not interested? They weren't interested in 2015, 16, 17, even take him to a court openly. There was a time they even mooted the idea of a secret trial. So these are things that we must all frown against. You know, these are things we.
The same way they have arrested Mazina, let Buhari also go after the herdsmen that are killing people. Let him bring them to book as well. Let everybody face the justice. Anybody that is guilty should face the consequence. Then if you are not guilty, you will go.
Yes, I mean, obviously. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. So people, we will be rounding up quickly. Hold on. So everyone, we will be rounding up. It's been a very, I'm going to jump into another meeting. It's been a very fantastic conversation with all of us. One thing is very clear. Sorry, whoever is calling me from Japan, please do not waste your money. Call me on WhatsApp, then we can probably use you as the last person, I believe. Japan is plus, I don't know, but whoever just called me last now, I think he's called from Japan. So now, if you look at the whole point, if people are willing and ready to contribute money to say, even if America doesn't have money, let him be sent back with their own money, you know, that people are. Hold on. Hello, who am I speaking to? Hello, who am I speaking to? Hello, who am I speaking to?
Mr. Maze is okay. You're speaking to Morgan. I am calling from Belgium.
Okay, please, we have to, I'm rounding up, so you're going to be the last caller, but make it less than a minute. Please go quickly to your...
Okay, I will try my best. Please, I want to thank you and to commend you immensely for a good job. You're doing wonderfully well. I want to tell you, please, quickly, that this case of Abba Kyari is going to teach a lot of us from the southern part of Nigeria a big lesson. You will watch out and see that these people will not extradite this man to the US because he is coming from the north. When it comes to the north, they protect them. When it comes to the south, they give out their own with ease. Mark my word, the case of Antami ended without anybody saying anything. The case of the chairman of Code of Conduct Bureau, the same way. This one will end that same way. That's a summation.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. That's a very fine place to leave it. It's been a wonderful time spent with you here. It's been obviously over an hour here that we have all spent. Thank you very much for all the people that have called. We say, have a wonderful evening. The way and manner everyone has spoken, it appears that Abba Kyari has not. I'm here saying that they did back and that he should take him back. Some of you, that's the one I found so intriguing, that many of you already are contributing money to the point that someone pledged 1 million already as a support to get him back. That's indeed, tells a lot about the perception of people towards him. Be that as it may, people, join us tomorrow as we do World Global Igbo Day. That's going to be on tomorrow from 5 o'clock Nigerian time. And if you're able to join us on Tuesday, 7 o'clock, we will be talking about Enugu International Airport. I will be having Engineer Chris Okoye, whom I was meant to have had that conversation with today, but due to unforeseen circumstances that has been moved. The same would then apply also on Wednesday. The conversation with Charles Oputa is moved from Tuesday to Wednesday. On Wednesday, I will be having Charlie Boy here. That's a one-on-one. That means we can ask any question that we deem fit. On that note, once more, thank you very much, everyone, for all that you have done and all your contributions this evening. Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. On that note, I say good night all.